Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jessica Divine, and today we're going to talk about some decks, oracles, and tarot like that for me has given me really great love readings, relationship readings. Um and I would like to share. I know I'm late because I should have done this in February, but February was a very busy month for me. I was traveling. So I decided to do it today. So here we go. Let's get started. All right. So the first deck that I have here is the Klimt Tarot. The art is by Gustav Klimt. To me, this deck really like embodies like relationship, family, and stuff like that. It's a really nice deck. I got it because I was fascinated. I really liked his art. I felt like his art is very interesting. I love, this is a Los Scarabero deck. So if you're interested, you can get this on Los Scarabero. You can get it on Amazon. You can find this deck everywhere. It is still being printed. And I really fell in love with the art style. And of course, anything with black and gold, I'm for. Just tell me, show me, and I will love it. I'll fall in love with it. I do want to edge this, but I'm not sure if I should. I was thinking of just doing a black or maybe a gold, or even like this orange that's here. But I don't know if maybe I might just leave it. I'm not sure. But I really got excited about this deck. I really like it. I love the gold. All the gold. I don't know if you can see that. It's a lot of gold, like gold accents on this deck. But let's get started. Let me show you what this looks like. I feel like this deck really like represents love, represents relationships. I especially like images like this. It's just like stability, and it's just the images is very like relationship-ish heavy. Dealing with not just with a partner but with your family. Is very family oriented. I really enjoy using this. I don't use this much often, but when I do, my readings are really pretty on point and accurate. Look at that image. It's beautiful. I love it. This character shows up a lot in this deck. Very nice. Look at that. That is nice. This is the star. See that? I love it. Like, this looks like relationship. Having hope. I don't know what's going on with her legs. She wrapped around the man or the woman. But is giving hope and encouragement through, relationships. Like, I really find this deck really interesting. The arts and everything. So this is a pretty nice deck. I don't know if you like it. You agree or disagree, but I got this a while ago. It's on Amazon if you're interested. I love this. That's the moon. Look at that. I love it. I don't know if you can see the gold. I have to turn it this way. But yeah, it's a really nice deck. Look at that. He looks pregnant. But I feel like he's so content and happy and fulfilled with his life is easy showing in his body, right? Like, I love it. When you're happy, you get that happy weight. I feel like this card definitely shows it. Like, maybe his wife is taking good care of him. He's filled and happy and content in everything he does, that revolves around his life and his emotions. He's just I like this deck. It really definitely is it. Look at this, the devil. Definitely like this deck. Look at the love. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. Beautiful. These are all coins. See the coins on the side? And they're all gold. Love that. It's a nice deck. Judgment. Really like this deck. Really great deck. Definitely check it out. This is one deck that represents this is one deck I would pull out when it comes to discussing financial, not financial, when it comes to discussing love, relationships, family situations, family issues. Definitely great deck. Another deck I would use for love reading or relationship reading or family reading is the Wandering Star Tarot. I do find this deck really great when it comes to reading about relationships. I find that these images are really nice and it embodies like union, and maybe more like a self-love, self-care deck. Definitely really great. Love the Two of Cups. A really great deck. I feel like this represents more of like a self-care, loving and caring for yourself, having that type of relationship with yourself, with your family. The Ten of Cups. I really do find this deck more for like self-care, a self-care deck. So I would label this as a self-care deck. See? And the reason why I think this deck really represents more of like a self-care is because it is like every card except the Ten of Cups. There's only one character, and maybe the Two of Cups is two, but there's only one character. Just focusing on yourself, focusing on that one situation, which is you, and the things you can do in order to help. The Ten of Pentacles is now that you've completed this topic. You're no longer alone, right? Like I feel like this is like perfect. Like look at this, the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, alone again. See, just individual. The Lovers, of course, is going to be two, but you can like love yourself, self-love. I don't know. I really do like this deck. I think it's a really great deck. The Strength, one person again, but you have the Lion. The Unicorn is the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Cups is three people, but it represents abundance and friendship. So of course you see three people because the card represents friendship, and you can't be your own friend. You have to have someone there to help you along in your self-care as well. You can't do it alone. I definitely do like this deck. It's really a great deck. I'm not really a fan of the cardstock. I feel like it's a little bit too thick. I wish it was a thinner cardstock. Maybe like the Theodore Pavlo. Was it? I think it's Pavlo deck. I have it here on my desk. But I wish the cardstock was more like that type of cardstock, if you know what I'm talking about. This feels like cardboard to me. I wish it was a thinner cardstock. But all in all, I do like the image. I bought it because I love the art. I love the fact that she drew this hand drawn. I feel like when someone hand draws something, they're putting their energy into it, and you can feel it by the type of readings you get. I'm not really a fan of like I would say AI art, because it's not, the energy isn't there. Like for me personally, you can disagree, agree to disagree, but I just feel like hand-drawn cards are very nice, and I rather that than AI decks. But I haven't found one that caught my attention, but I wouldn't automatically just go to it. It has to really like draw me in, and I haven't been impressed as of yet with AI decks. This is a Theodore tarot cards, Pavlo. This deck represents love as well. It just reminds me of like I don't know, a journey of another self-care deck, but maybe a journey to finding love. Like I really like that. I really really, really feel like it's like a journey. You're going on a journey to discover yourself. Not necessarily self-love, more like self-discovery. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, look at this. The Three of Pentacles. Being creative, working together, right? Creating something with someone, right? But in order to do that, you have to discover what you want. Like, you have to discover your passion. You have to discover your plan. You have to love yourself, you know, wholeheartedly. You have to weigh your options. I really feel like it's like a plan, a self-plan, self-guidance. Even this devil, I mean the death card, even this death card. Like, I really, that is what I get for, I like using this deck for. That's a little, it's a lot. Really like to use this deck for that. Like, self-discovery. Like, exactly, look at the star. Right? You know, those moments where you sit alone and you just start thinking. I'm a Scorpio, so, you know, we're always in our heads. But I really feel like this deck is more like planning and self-discovery. And with all your knowledge, with all the information, you still have anxiety, you still have stress, but it's still reaching that information that you have within yourself. The owl, I feel like, represents the knowledge, but it also represents that freedom, that you are overwhelmed by the things around you, but the thing that's most important is right there, and then you are blocking yourself from reaching it, you know? So definitely, I'm like rambling on, but I really do like this deck. So this is another deck that I enjoy. I would use this for self-discovery. I think I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna make a list, and I'm going to put down like the decks. Like, if you want, you can also do this challenge as well. I'll make this a challenge. Decks that represents love, but also represents loving yourself in certain ways. For example, like we did self-care, self-discovery, relationships, all of that. I feel like it falls into the category of love, right? And relationships. So of course, this one is my other deck that you always see, the Tales from the Heart Oracle, and this one is about relationships. So this deck is about relationships, and I feel like it's about relationships, exactly what it is. I know the last video I posted, I was saying gold, but it's clearly not gold. It's red edging, but it's held up pretty well, and it's definitely a relationship deck. Definitely is. Definitely is. Sailing ship when you're ready to leave and walk away from a situation, right? Having your dreams, right? The things that we were brought up and taught from the Disney Channel. Because I was born in 87, so there you go. I'm telling my age. But I was raised up on Disney Channel, and Disney Channel gave us a perspective on what love should look like, but love definitely doesn't look like what we were raised up to believe. And here are the dreams. You know, we have a beautiful romantic night with the moon shining in the water, reflecting off the water, and relationships aren't always like this, you know. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes there's people getting in the way, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's only physical. Sometimes it leaves you in your head and in pain, right? And where you're doing things that's not healthy for yourself. Sometimes it's perfect, but sometimes that perfection doesn't last, you know? Sometimes people are saying things to you that hurt, you know, really hurt, and really triggering. That's really triggering. Sometimes you find that connection. Sometimes you're sick of it, you know, and you're like, why am I still here? Sometimes it just feels magical. Like, I love it. I can go on and on and on and on. But yes, this deck is a really great relationship deck. I feel like you would use this deck to maybe find or pinpoint challenges in a relationship. Not necessarily. I also would recommend this deck as well for, relationship love reading or encouragement, but it does get to the nitty gritty, like bandages. Like, you're a broken heart and you're trying to piece yourself together. Bandage your heart up by yourself, and sometimes it does take that. It does take self-love, taking that time to spend time with yourself in order to heal yourself, because sometimes people can't help you. It's you that need to help yourself. I really love I can go on. I really like this deck. It can get deep, it can really get deep for you, especially doing a relationship healing videos or readings, relationship healing readings, or finding a problem or a solution to a situation in a relationship. So I just rambling on, but that is that. And then I have another one. I found this deck, Robin's Reflections showed me this deck. I was watching one of her videos last month, and I think it was like a challenge, a love challenge decks. Decks that represents like relationships or love, and I bought this one, and I feel like it does represent like a relationship deck, but I feel like it also breaks down more like challenges within yourself. Like, it's more of like another self-care or encouragement deck. Getting down to the issues of loving yourself or allowing yourself to love yourself so you can love someone else. I feel like that's basically it. Refusal. It's okay to say no sometimes, saying no can be a source of strength. I love that. It's giving like motivation, encouragement, in relationships and self-esteem. So I would say this is more like a self-esteem, another self-care deck that you can use for love readings, but also asking yourself these questions that you really need to find out. Are you okay? Feelings of loneliness. Instead of dancing with your friends, you prefer to stay in a background. So really asking yourself, why? Why did this deck come up for me? Why, instead of feeling the feeling of loneliness, why, instead of having fun with my friends, I want to stay in the background? Why don't I want to join in and be a part of that fun? Like, really asking yourself questions on why you're doing things. I really like this deck. So, the next deck is, of course, the Romance Angels. The Romance Angels Oracle cards. Really, really like this deck. I just got this deck because I've been eyeballing this deck for a really, really long time. And I finally got it. I found this on eBay and literally just came in the mail this week. And the condition of this deck is really, really good. Like, it's supposed to be a used deck, but it doesn't look used. I mean, it does look, a little scuffed here and there. It looks a little scuffed here and there on the booklet, but it looks brand new. Like, and I didn't even pay what some of these people are paying for this deck. And look at that. Look at it. It looks freaking brand new. But the only thing is that it does smell like a little bit of basement, like they had it stored in the basement. So it does seem like it does look like it was used, but not really. I feel like it was just sitting. Maybe they used it once or twice. But this deck is beautiful. I feel like this deck is definitely a relationship deck. Okay, so I really, really love this deck. Like, I was going through it, just cleaning up the deck, you know, cleansing it, wiping everything down to make sure it's nice and clean. I'm okay with getting secondhand decks, and I'm actually really happy with this one because I thought it was not going to be like this. I thought it was going to be in, like, you know, more of a used state, but it's really, really good. Like, it looks brand new. It just smells like they were storing it somewhere. But I am very pleased, very, very pleased with this deck. I'm definitely gonna write a review. I keep forgetting, but I gotta write a review on the seller's page. Okay, so worth waiting for. This is definitely a relationship deck. Reconciliation. Love yourself first. Everything is a relationship for self-love, relationship with partners, partnership love, relationship with family. I really, really, really do like this deck. I've been eyeballing this deck for years. Finally got the courage to purchase it. I was actually gonna buy one of those, you know, dupe decks. It was like $10 or $14, but I was just like, let me give it a try and see if I can buy a deck from eBay, maybe a used one. And I'm thinking that this deck is going to be beat up, or, you know, like the edges is all gone. But no, it feels like this person never used the deck. But definitely a deck that hits everything, every topic of love, self-love, care, planning, relationships, family. Definitely a deck that hits all those topics. And I'm happy with this purchase. So the seller doesn't have any more of this. This was the last one, but I can post the eBay link in the description. So if you guys are interested in looking and seeing if she has any other decks, I looked through her list. She has a lot of, he or she has a lot of stuff that they're selling, and I was so lucky to find this deck. But they have a lot of really positive reviews, and I'm really, really happy with this. I'm really happy with this purchase. So yes, I like it. I love it. Great deck. Great deck. Okay, so the next card I have here is my Zarna Farber card. Zarna Farber? I think that's it. And of course, it's beautiful. I love this deck. It's so pink. It's so collagey. It's so creative. And I just want to flip through really quick so you guys can see. Really do love this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can get a better look of the art and the beautiful images. So, but it's so pretty. So romantic. I really do love this deck. This is a really great deck. And I've been using it a lot for the month of February for love readings. And it's spot on. It's pretty good. It's really, really good. So that is that. Really beautiful deck. I think I did a review on this. And on a flip through. I think I did, but I'm not sure. But I really do like reading with this deck. Let's see what it looks like paired with the Romance Angel. Let's see. I might have to zoom out. Okay, let's see what it looks like together. My cards are like stuck in the box. Okay, so let's see what this looks like together. I feel like they look really pretty good together. Let's put these here, this here, and maybe let's do this. Let's do this as the center. I think I'm definitely gonna have to zoom out. And this. I think that looks pretty good together. What do you guys think? This is the Queen of Swords. This is Express Your Love. And this is the Six of Swords. That looks nice. I like that. It works. It works. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Express Your Love. Oh, I didn't change this. Healing family issues. And the Magician. I like how that looks together. You have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, Retreat, and the Queen of Wands. I like how these are looking together. They look pretty good. Let your friends help you. Definitely ask for help. When you ask for help and you get over that hump. And then the Princess of Pentacles, I believe, is the Page. And I feel like it has to do with like a raise, money, new job, you know, learning new things, being patient when it comes to things happening for you, and then letting your friends help you, and then seeing the results, right? Seeing the results of your hard work actually paying off. The Seven of Pentacles. I like how these look together. And the message is pretty good too. The Princess of Wands says codependency, and Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands, and it represents, I guess, new projects, new passions, being creative, coming up with new ideas. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Maybe your addiction is, maybe that new thing that you're working on is like is taking over your life. And it's kind of becoming an addiction. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, meaning like teamwork, working together as a team. Maybe that is affecting your team, affecting the partnership that you are growing. You can't see, but these people are right here to help you, but you're so focused on your own thing, you're not really paying attention to the people around you that love you and willing to work with you. I feel like that could be a thing. That could be a thing. I really like this together. I like this deck together. Keep an open mind. The Princess of Swords and the Temperance. There's a lot of princesses. I keep pulling princesses. Okay, I think that's the end of it. But yeah, keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and accepts expectations. Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords is like being cautious. even though they might not fit your expectations, they're what you need. Like that. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm gonna keep going because it's really good. It's really good. I do like these together, so if you have this deck, even if it's a copy of it, definitely try pulling them out. I really like this deck. I'm very happy I purchased it. I'm happy that I bought these two because I love working with this deck. Like, I started working with this in February, and I haven't been able to put it down. It's really good. My readings are on point. They're really accurate. They really tell me what I need to hear. Not necessarily what I want to hear, but definitely what I need to hear. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and also follow for more. If you definitely like this video, definitely subscribe and like. That would help me a lot. My goal this year is to get monetized. Definitely have a lot of work to do, and I definitely need to be more consistent by posting these videos. And I hope you guys like this little love challenge, relationship deck challenge that I put together.